What's going on, guys? Texas Track Dad is in the building today. We have a hot show for you today. But before we do, I want to give a shout out to my guys over there at TrackBarn. If you're looking for any apparel, equipment, backpacks, anything like that, hurdles, starting blocks, anything, holler at my guys over there at TrackBarn at trackborn.com. You can also put in Texas Track Dad and also give you a discount. Hey guys, I got a superstar in here today. We're gonna talk to Miss Autumn Too Fast Wilson. How you doing today, Autumn?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. I just want to know: is it lonely at the top? That's all I want to know. Is it lonely? You are. You are a amazing athlete. Thank you for coming on the show. We're gonna talk a little bit about track. You might get some questions in from a few people that's watching as well. But like I say, once again, thank you for coming on the show and spending a little time with us tonight. I seen on Twitter today you're going to the TTFCA Meet of Champions. You gonna be there?
Yes, I will be.
Nice. You was there last year. That's a pretty nice meet. And guys, I also attached a link to the show. It should be in the description if you want to know a little bit more about that meet. Registration is still open for about 7 days or so. So a little bit about Miss Wilson, and these are going to be athletic.net rankings. They got her at number 1 U.S. 100-meter dash 11-1, number 2 U.S. 223.14. I know Texas Mile Split USA, their ranking is a little bit different, but that ranking there is going to be off athletic.net. So, Miss Wilson, what track club do you run for and what school do you go to?
So I run for the Leander Spartans track club, but my school is St. Dominic Savio.
Nice. So I was down at the state meet, and my plan was to record you in that 100, but you took off so fast. you took off so fast, I wasn't able to get it. I was like, oh man, but great job with that. So how do you feel? Yeah, no problem. How do you feel about your outdoor season so far, going into the summer?
I feel really good about it, especially the way that my 100-meter races have been going so far, with Texas relays, the A&M meet, and then at my TAPS state championship this last weekend. I've been laying down some pretty solid times in the 100. And I think my 200, I started off the season really well at A&M running the 23:14, but it was wind aided, and so I'm looking to get some good wind legal times in for the 200.
Yeah. Good. So how did it feel running your last state meet in high school? Did you cry a little bit or got a bittersweet type deal?
Yeah, it was definitely bittersweet. I'm going to miss my team a lot, but they're pretty young, and I think we have some really good talent. So they'll be able to take over and continue the St. Dominic Savio legacy.
Nice. And guys, for those of you who are watching, if you have questions for Miss Autumn, you can send them and I get them to her. So who is your favorite Olympian and why?
I would probably say Allison Felix, just because I've kind of watched her and followed her from a young age. Not only because she's so dominant on the track, but also because just the way that she carries herself and her faith in God. She really just runs for his glory and points all of her success back to him. And I really admire that about her.
I tell you what, I think we're about 5 for 5 or 6 for 6 on Olympian with with Miss Felix. She's a fantastic role model, and if she's watching, thank you, because they're really looking up to you. So what are your favorite events?
It kind of changes year to year, I think, depending just on how well I'm doing in the event. But I think this year I'm really enjoying the 100 and just kind of figuring that race out and getting my drive phase down. And I feel like this year, this season, I've done better at that. And so I think that's why my times are dropping in the 100. And I'm really excited to see how fast I can go this season.
I can tell you focus on that drive phase because the way you that streak of fire coming from them feet. But yeah, I'm telling you, yeah, that was amazing right there. I know COVID hit. Did that affect your training at all? I know a, a while back a few meets were canceled. How did the COVID affect you and your training, or did it
Yeah,
affect you at all?
I think it did. Mostly, I feel like in 2020, whenever it first hit, and a lot of tracks and facilities were closed, and so we were kind of struggling to find a place to practice. And what we ended up doing was just finding a big open plot of grass and basically just running on a field to try to get some workouts in. And then also that indoor season, I think it was maybe 2021 or what, it was still 2020, but we had to travel pretty far and wide just to find meets to run in because a lot of the meets in Texas were put on by colleges, and the colleges weren't having high school meets. And so,
Hmm.
I mean, it was a good and bad thing. It was good because I got to like experience other states and other tracks and go compete against people that I don't normally compete against. But it was sad for my team because a lot of the people couldn't travel to those meets out of state. So,
Yeah, yeah. Hats off to all the athletes that stuck with it through the
yeah,
COVID and to now.
for
I
sure.
believe 'cause I know we had some athletes that actually gave up on the sport because they couldn't get to the trainers. Coaches passed away. It was rough. It was
Yeah,
rough. But I do think that's why we're seeing some of these very fast times because
yeah,
you had to do a lot of athletes had to do a lot of soul searching, and
for
and
sure.
it made them dig deep, and that's it's paying off now. It's paying off, but like
Yeah.
I say, thank you to all the athletes out there that stuck with it. Keep on pushing. Um, I know you've been recruited by some big time schools. What advice can you give younger athletes on how they can prepare themselves?
Yeah, I think once you're at the point where schools can start contacting you, or maybe even a little bit before, I would fill out the school's questionnaires because that kind of puts the schools on notice and lets them know that you're out there. And whenever you put those times out there and your grades, they're kind of like, oh, we should check this girl out or this guy out. And it kind of just like lets them know that you're out there.
Hmm. Yeah, they're recruiting it plays a big part, and you have to keep your social media clean. Do you think the coaches look at your social media at all?
Yeah, for sure. I think a lot of times before the coaches will even like reach out to you personally, they'll follow your Instagram or whatever social media you have just to kind of see what you have going on, kind of check you out and get a feel for who you are before they even speak to you.
Okay, what advice can you give the younger athletes on their social media? Can they put too fast Jackson on there, or too much Smoke Joe, or
I mean, you can. For me personally, I know everyone's different, but I think that humility is probably the best way to go, just staying humble and letting your work speak for itself. But I mean, some people, and I'm not dissing anyone that likes, because I mean there's just a certain way to be, I feel like,
yeah,
but
yeah, yeah,
I don't think it's necessarily an indictment on who you are. I'm sure like some people that do that, I'm sure that they're amazing people.
yeah,
um,
yeah, yeah.
but at the same time, also I would say I wouldn't post anything that you wouldn't want maybe your grandma to see, for sure. Like if you think your grandma wouldn't approve, I wouldn't put it on your Instagram or any social media. So yeah.
Yeah, that's some good advice. Definitely, athletes keep their social media clean, because
Yeah,
when those coaches come looking for you, and have something on there about track. If you're trying to get a track scholarship, have a couple of
yeah,
races on there. You're gonna have to have some track stuff on there, and you want to make sure you're keeping that clean. Yeah, Adam, you
for
hit that
sure.
right on with that. Um, so this is one of my hardest questions on here. I forgot to put it on your list right here. I want you to think hard about this. All right. Just
Okay.
give me an honest answer. All right.
Okay.
Are you faster than Texas Track Dad?
um, I feel like there's a right answer, and I
Yeah.
need to think about what the right answer is.
I won't be mad at you. Go. I, I don't know. I don't know, Autumn. I think I can get you by. If you give me about a 50 meter, nah, I can't. I won't be able to do it. I'm sorry. Yeah, you don't have to answer. You won't hurt my feelings. You don't have to answer.
Okay.
Yeah, you're faster than me. I can tell you that right now. Are academics important for a student athlete, and why?
Yeah, academics are definitely very important. I think if a school is looking at you, you can be as fast as Allison Felix or Sha'Carri Richardson or anyone like that. But if your grades are in the trash can, there's not much that coaches can do with that. I mean, coaches can do a little bit, try to like help you along, get into school, but like you definitely got to put in the work and gotta carry that part of the load for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. And I tell when I'm on the show doing these interviews, I try to tell young athletes pick a school that fits your career and goes hand in
Mhm.
hand with track. So if you whatever career you have, make sure that school is good for it, and
Yeah,
also have
for
a good
sure.
track and field program because it goes hand in hand. That's just how it goes. Um, so are you excited about going to UGA?
Yes, definitely. I'm really excited.
Yeah. So how did they catch your attention, and what do you like about the University of Georgia?
I think what most caught my attention was when Coach Carroll moved there because before she moved there, I wasn't really looking at Georgia. And then also, I feel like Coach Carroll and her staff, they reached out to me more than any other school that was recruiting me and kind of just made me feel like, wow, they really want me. And I feel like I could really make a difference at this school. And then also, just whenever I visited Athens, it felt like home. So, yeah.
Nice. And
Yeah.
that's a big part of it. If the school fits you, you got to make sure you're comfortable there.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, you're exactly right. So what's a good meal the night before a track meet? Pasta?
Um,
Let me guess.
yeah. Yeah. That's actually what I was going to say.
Everybody say pasta.
No, but
Wow. Uh-huh.
actually sometimes I do have the occasional steak, and every time that I've eaten steak before a race, I PR'd. So, I don't
Oh,
know, there might be
really?
something to that. Yes.
Huh. Is it the protein in there? That's
I don't
that's good
know,
to
it's
know.
something. Yeah.
That's good to know. So like in between the meet, just like you go to these summer meets, sometimes you have the 100 um up on the schedule, and then the 200s are very at the bottom. So what do you snack on like in between races?
Um, Usually at meets, I'm not usually too hungry just because I'm so nervous. I know that's
Hmm.
bad, you're definitely supposed to eat stuff, and I usually try to eat a bar or something like that, like a protein bar, just to keep some fuel in my body, but yeah.
Okay. Okay. And the morning of the meeting, I know you travel a lot. You go to those hotels. They have the breakfast. What do you normally eat there?
Um, Typically, I like to eat eggs, maybe waffles if they have them, some bacon. Just I try to get a good meal in the morning of.
Okay. I guess you
Yeah.
try not to load it up too much in the
Yeah.
morning time. Nice. So yeah, you're off to a great start this season. What are some of your goals for the outdoor season?
I would say my goal for the 100 is to probably run 11:1, win legal, and then also 22:9. My goal has been to run 22 or just dip into the 22s ever since I can remember, probably since middle school. I've been
Mm.
looking at 22s in high school, so yeah.
Well, I tell you what, you keep working hard like you are, you're definitely get there.
Thank
You're
you.
right at the line right now. So
Thank you.
just keep pushing. Um, Paris 2024, is that on your mind at all?
Yeah, I would say it is, but I'm not putting too much pressure on myself to like you have to get there
Hmm.
because I think it's just gonna come down to how well I'm doing in my training once I'm at Georgia, where I'm at, what it's looking like, and we'll just kind of go from there.
Yeah. You're right. If it happens, it happens. You never know. But like I say, you keep running like you are, it definitely will happen.
Thank
Uh,
you.
like I say, thank you for coming on the show. What are some of your social media handles?
I really only use Instagram, but it's Autumn Wilson with two A's. Nice and
Okay,
simple. Yeah.
nice. Yeah, guys, if you have any questions, you can shoot them to me. But we're about to get off right now. You might be a little bit too late, but but Autumn, you've been such a great guest on the show. What I'm going to do, I'm going to hook you up with a custom Texas Track Dad fan backpack customized by
Yeah.
TrackBarn. All right. Um,
Thank you so
you
much.
you'll go on there. You'll be able to customize that bag in the way you
Yeah.
want. Put any design on there. It's a sweet looking bag. It has a actually has a compartment on there where you can keep your drinks cold and everything else in
Oh,
there. So, but yeah, thanks for being a good guest. I get you all that information and hey, sport that bag. I'll be looking
yeah,
for
I
that bag
will
out there where you get it.
for sure. Thank you
Yeah,
so much.
not a problem, not a problem. And hey guys, we're gonna get out of here. I want to thank Autumn Wilson again for coming on the show, spending some time with us today. Autumn, good luck to your season. We'll definitely be following you throughout your career as well. And hey guys, you can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can follow me on all those social medias. Put in Texas Track Dad, it'll get you there. All right. Autumn, thanks again. We'll see y'all later. Texas Track Dad out.
Thank you.
Peace.